Good evening and welcome to this very special night where we get to honor the graduating class of 2020. I would like to welcome some of our distinguished guests tonight. Thank you for being here, Superintendent of Public Instruction Kathy Hoffman, the AAEC Governing Board President and members, our Executive Director and Founder, Linda Proctor-Downing, the Paradise Valley Community College President, Dr. Paul Dale, all the AAEC district officials, family members, friends, and of course our graduating class of 2020. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have a great night. First, we're going to start the night off with a special message from Superintendent Kathy Hoffman to the graduating class of 2020.
To the graduating class of 2020, what a year this has been. I wish I could congratulate you in person on your campuses, celebrating with your friends, families, and teachers who have seen you through your long journey to graduation. This video is not meant to replace your graduation ceremonies, but is intended to celebrate how far you've come. I hope you'll find yourselves celebrated in new and creative ways in the coming months. While we can't ignore the challenges of the present, I want to take a moment to reflect on the past and celebrate your entire school journey from kindergarten through senior year. Over the past 13 years, you've achieved immense successes. You've studied hard, collaborated with peers, and read countless books. You trained for races, practiced for concerts, and you dug in year after year to advance your knowledge and to get you one step closer to obtaining your high school degree. You've mastered new skills and you kept going when things got tough and even achieved things that you did not even know were possible. But the teachers and the adults in your life who have watched you grow are not surprised at what you've achieved. Your capabilities and talents are endless. And now here you are in 2020, ready to receive your diploma, the ultimate recognition of your hard work. So as you look back at your time in school, and as you look forward to the future, I hope you'll continue to hold close in your mind all that you have achieved. Let it serve as a reminder of what you can continue to pursue, to dream, and to make happen. The world needs your talents and your leadership now more than ever. And we are so incredibly proud of you for making it to this moment. Congratulations again to the graduating class of 2020.
Thank you, Superintendent Kathy Hoffman. Next, we will hear from the Paradise Valley Community College President, Dr. Paul Dale.
Greetings. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Paradise Valley Community College, it is my pleasure to share a few words with the class of 2020 with AAEC. This is a special year for the college in that we are celebrating our 20th year of partnership with AAEC. And I would be remiss not to extend my thanks to the faculty and staff of AAEC to help make this partnership so successful. And as a moment when I share a number of the successes of the students, you'll see just how remarkable this partnership is. This has been a great year for the class of 2020. Allow me to share a few of their accomplishments as it relates to their experience at Paradise Valley Community College. 10 of the students graduating will be receiving an associate's degree. An additional 4 students will have earned their Arizona General Education Core Curriculum Certificate. Of those 10 students receiving an associate's degree, 3 of those will be receiving both an AA and an AAS degree. The class of 2020 earned over 1,500 credit hours and an average of about 25 credit hours per student. What a fantastic opportunity to earn so much college credit even before you graduate from high school. The students are also remarkable in their pursuit for scholarships. And it's been reported to me that this class will have earned about $1.2 million in scholarships. So my thanks to the counseling staff at AAEC as well as the counseling staff at Paradise Valley Community College to assist with that. Several years ago, when I was visiting with some AAEC students, they shared with me that when they walk from the college, from the high school to the college, that in their mind that what they called student up, meaning that when they got to the college, they didn't want to be perceived as high school students. Clearly, as demonstrated by their success in earning degrees and their success in earning credits, they've done a remarkable job. So my congratulations to the class of 2020. You've done a great job. Before I end my brief comments today, allow me to extend again my thanks to the faculty and staff of AAEC. I want to thank the parents for their support in encouraging their son or daughter to pursue college while they're still in high school. In this time of pandemic, I also wish everyone health, well-being, and safety. And I know that in the future we'll have an opportunity to meet in person. Graduates, those of you who are pursuing higher education, I wish you well. Graduates who are going to be continuing with Paradise Valley Community College, welcome back. And I would like to meet with you face-to-face once we get through this current experience. Again, my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2020. Job well done.
Thank you, Dr. Paul Dale. Now we will hear from the AAEC Director of Academic Affairs, Mr. Dale Nickel.
Good morning, AAEC Paradise Valley graduates and families. My name is Dale Nickel, and I'm the Director of Academic Services for AAEC High Schools. And I want to welcome you to the 2019-2020 virtual graduation ceremony and just say how very proud I am of each of you and your accomplishments. None of us could have predicted the way this year ended, and certainly it's not the ceremony we planned. Normally we'd spend the last quarter of the year ensuring your transition from high school to college or the workplace is a smooth one and celebrating your accomplishments. And some of you may be experiencing some anxiety about the way the year ended and wondering whether or not you're ready to move on. I can tell you over the past 4 years, as I've watched your progress from 9th grade into the young men and women that you are today, I've stood in amazement at how you've progressed. And your teachers and I can say without a doubt that you are absolutely ready to move on. We believe in you. We believe in your capabilities and your possibilities. We believe that you can do whatever you want to do and you can become whoever or whatever you want to become. Just remember, whatever you want is just on the other side of hard work. And as you transition from high school to college or the workplace, remember your time at AAEC and know that you have a whole team of teachers, staff, and administrators cheering you on. You guys got this. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Nickel. Next, we will hear from our AAEC Paradise Valley Principal, Mr. Jack Chang.
Good evening, honored guests, faculty and staff of AAEC Paradise Valley, graduates, parents, family, and friends. Thank you for joining us tonight to honor our seniors. Class of 2020, you are Generation Z. That means you grew up in an environment like no other. You experienced the emerging of the internet, social media, and also TikTok dances. This year, you even experienced some of the major and most significant challenges in your lifetime with the pandemic. But remember this, Henry Ford once said that airplanes rise against the wind, not with the wind. So as you reflect back on the experiences you have, see how you can use what you have learned to propel you into the future that is to come. At the same time, don't forget those who help you get there, your parents, your teachers, your friends, and keep them close at heart. Class of 2020, it has been an honor and a privilege to watch you grow in the past couple years. It has been a pleasure to serve as your principal, and I am super proud of you. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
Thank you, Principal Chang. Next up, we will hear from a few of our wonderful student leaders on campus. They have done a wonderful job representing their respective groups and running campus initiatives over the past 4 years. We are very, very proud of all they have accomplished. First up, we will hear from our Student Government President, Serena Fox. After that, we will hear from our FFA President, Jared Ferrasi. Then we will hear from our NHS President, Shauna Abernathy. And we will finish with a message from our senior speaker, Fiorella Voltaggio.
When I think back 4 years ago to when I started at AAEC, nothing could have quite prepared me for what would come next. Because what did come next were some of the most monumentous moments of my life that I will never forget. When I think about my first day at AAEC, one detail in particular stands out. I remember thinking that we had 4 years to go, and how excited I was to finally graduate and move on. But I also remember thinking how slowly time would move and how impossible it actually felt that we would ever reach the end. And part of it did move slowly. Every test we had to cram for, every essay we had a week to write, every project that just felt like too much, always made me feel like I would never reach graduation. But we did. And for that, I think we all deserve a round of applause. Looking back, I really don't know how we did it. How did we go from literal children to at least semi-functioning adults with jobs and career plans and all of this grown-up stuff that freshman year seemed impossible? I mean, who could have guessed that the plan that they are on right now was the path that they had thought for themselves their freshman year? I certainly can't. Heck, freshman year, I didn't even know what PowerPoint was. So much has changed over the past 4 years that it's crazy to think about. But I think the best thing that's happened to all of us is the lessons that we have learned along the way that have helped us to become better students, better learners, and better people. The one skill that I am most glad to have learned is how to work hard and endure to reach a goal. I mean, we all have worked our butts off to get to where we are today. I mean, we've spent so many days and nights working nonstop sometimes just to earn this high school completion badge. And we've endured so much stress, anxiety, tiredness, etc., just to get to where we are. That takes not just persistence, but dedication that not a lot of people have. Not to mention the fact that we were all under the added stress of going to college. I mean, let's just break this down for a second. We all, starting as freshmen, were going to a college to take classes, doing college level work, and succeeding more than some of the adults there. And a lot of us even achieved a couple college credits here or there, which will help us if we're going to a traditional college. That is so unbelievable. And I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for how much work that really did take to achieve. But we also cannot forget the people who helped us through it all. I want to thank everyone who's helped us through this journey. I want to thank the teachers who were flexible with their tutoring hours to help support the students. I want to thank the people who listened to us when we were struggling and gave us the necessary help that we needed. I want to thank the individuals who have been there and stayed with us since they first met us, because we all know that you are the people who made us who we are today. I want to thank my friends for being the amazing people that they are and for helping me through so much. I want to thank our parents for every single thing they did for us, because no words can describe the amount of work that they did for us, all just for the sake of us. Most importantly, however, I want to thank all of you for the decision that you made 4 years ago to come to this high school and be a part of this class. Without knowing it, we were all a part of a unique and different graduating class of 2020. And that is because of each and every person here, and for that, I am eternally grateful to all of you. It's kind of bittersweet, don't you think, to be saying goodbye to so many good memories? I mean, it feels like just yesterday that we were in agri-science learning about plants and agriculture, or in Mr. Reese's or Dr. Bodung's class laughing at some of their jokes. I'll never forget the times that I spent stressing over one of Miss Young's tests, especially the periodic table one, but how it was okay because of all the puns she made to lighten up the classroom. I'll never forget the fun games and jokes we made in English, or the amount of hours we spent studying with Mr. Sullivan and Miss Fabian over some math concepts, and how patient they were with all of us. It's not easy saying goodbye. I think the hardest part about it, though, is that we're all really close as a graduating class because of how small we are. I care about all of you, and I just can't wait to see the successful lives you all go on to lead, because I know that every single person here has the potential and the ability to do it, and it's just a matter of time before it happens. I just can't believe we're all finally here at virtual graduation, about to accept our diploma and enter into the real world that we have for so long heard about but never quite been a part of until now. As we part ways for what may be the last time, I want to give everyone one last handy-dandy tip. No matter what, we are the future. We are the ones who are taking on this world head-on. We are all future CEOs, future entrepreneurs, future politicians, future scientists, and yes, future farmers of America. Let's make the most of the future we have been given and mold this world into the place we've always wanted it to be. Because by accepting this diploma and entering into this world, we are accepting our role as the creators of the future. Be smart, be critical, and for one last time before we leave AAEC, I want to urge everyone to strive for excellence. Thank you.
Class of 2020. We have finally made it through and we're finally done. Most people probably expect us to say something like, just yesterday, we were walking onto the campus as freshmen. However, for our class, that is not the case. I think we all figured it out. It isn't as glamorous as High School Musical. I'll be the first to admit, our class has had a few challenges thrown our way. The past 4 years have had their ups and downs. Since our freshman year, we've had many teacher, staff, and administration changes. We've had the power go out, live wires exposed, the back parking lot flooded, and a hailstorm that cleared our campus. And everything in between. Even with the life-altering changes due to COVID-19. We missed out on our senior traditions such as Senior Ditch Day, Senior Prank, and Senior Breakfast. And you know what? I've come to accept it. I wouldn't want it any other way. Because of all the challenges we faced, we've come out of this stronger than we were, and together as one. In the end, we have made it through. Well, sort of. Wait. Let's think about that. I guess you could say that we made it through digitally? Yeah, I guess that's the right word. I'd like to thank the amazing teachers who have helped lead and guide me through. I would like to thank my friends, family, and my parents for their guidance and supporting me through everything I do. I'd like to thank my FFA chapter, all of the members, past and present, and my advisors. Thank you for all the experiences we shared and the amazing memories we made together. Now to all younger students that are watching. Everyone has their own vision of what high school will be like, and not everyone's vision will be the same. They don't have to be, and they shouldn't be. I want you to keep these words in the back of your mind. You are who you choose to be, and don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't let others decide who you are and who you are not friends with. Do not let them decide what's cool and what isn't. High school is what you decide to make it. High school is your experience. So go out there and make it your high school experience. Make it the best 4 years, just like I have. No matter what curveballs are thrown at you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. My name is Shauna Abernethy, and I am the president of NHS here at AAEC Paradise Valley. I want to thank all the teachers that have helped us on our journey through high school here. I also want to thank all of the staff and family members who have helped myself and all of our graduating seniors. I know this year didn't go as any of us had hoped or planned for, especially for a graduating class this year. This is a time of uncertainty and something that none of us have ever witnessed before. However, our class of 2020, although being faced with these unforeseen challenges, is no doubt one of the strongest and most resilient classes we have seen. These experiences we have gained throughout our high school years are what are going to lead our class to success in the future. I wish all of you luck on your endeavors post-graduation, and congratulations to our 2020 class.
When I was first enrolled at AAEC my junior year of high school, I had no idea what to expect. I had just moved to Arizona from Oregon less than 2 weeks before my first day, so not only was I new to the school, but I was also new to the state. On top of this, I was new to the concept of school as well, because I had been homeschooled my entire life up until that point. I had to spend 3 hours the night before trying to figure out what to wear because I had no idea what kind of clothes kids wore to school, and I didn't want to violate the dress code that I looked up on the AAEC website. On my first day at AAEC, I spent the first part of the morning in the principal's office because I was the only kid who didn't have a schedule yet. Once my schedule was sorted out, he had to practically push me out the door because I was so nervous to go to my first class. After triple checking that I was outside the correct classroom, I stood with my hand on the doorknob for a second. I took a deep breath and pushed open the door saying, well, here we go, having no idea what the next 2 years would bring. I could have never imagined a more perfect high school experience than the one that I received at AAEC. One of the main reasons my family moved to Arizona when we did was actually so that I could attend AAEC. I've had a passion for horses my entire life, and I've always wanted to become a veterinarian. When my parents found AAEC, they knew it would be the perfect place for me to receive my last 2 years of high school education. I'd say they were definitely right. I love everything about AAEC. I love the small classes, the opportunity to earn college credits, and the fact that we have horses on our campus. I love the entire faculty at AAEC, and I feel so lucky to have been able to learn from such a high caliber of teachers over the past 2 years. In my first month of being at AAEC, I was already failing my pre-calculus class. I wasn't used to learning math in a high school setting, and I was having a really hard time keeping up with the style of instruction. My pre-calc teacher, Ms. Fabian, noticed that I was struggling and spent time tutoring me after school every week until I was able to catch up with the rest of the class. By the end of the semester, I finished with an A, all thanks to the fact that my teacher had taken a little extra time at the beginning of the year to make sure that I had what I needed to succeed. That is what I love about AAEC. The teachers truly care about their students. I'm so happy that I was able to establish such great relationships with all of my teachers and learn so much from each one of them. Being in Dr. Rice's veterinary science class was one of the best parts of my senior year. Not only was I getting hands-on learning in my career interest, but I was getting to learn from one of the most experienced veterinarians in the country. I have so much appreciation for Dr. Rice and William, and I feel so lucky to have been under their instruction this year. Without the veterinary science program, I would have never found out about FFA. I had never even heard of FFA before coming to AAEC, but now I can't imagine my life without it. FFA created an instant community for me, and I feel so fortunate to have been able to serve as our chapter secretary this year. Being an FFA has taught me so much about agriculture, improved my public speaking skills, given me friends across the state, and so much more. Being a part of the AAEC-PV chapter has been such a great experience, and I will very much miss being a member and a part of the officer team. I want to thank Ms. Gonzalez and Ms. Evans for putting up with all of us this year and for all the great memories that we made as a chapter. When I found out that we wouldn't come back to school for the last quarter of our year, I was really sad. This was a very unexpected circumstance that none of us could have anticipated. It would be easy to get caught up in thinking about all the things that we've missed out on. The last bit of our senior year was supposed to be the best part of our lives as students. The semester we'd looked forward to since we were freshmen, maybe even longer. I would prefer to think about the things that we did get to experience. I feel very lucky that I had an amazing senior year, even if it did get cut short. I got to experience competing at FFA National Convention in Indianapolis with my team, which was one of the best weeks of my life. I want to thank Mr. Chang and Ms. Isaacs for pushing me out of my comfort zone this year and having me do the morning announcements over the intercom, even though public speaking is one of the things that terrified me the most. I've made so many friends at AAEC, and I'm so glad that I got to spend the time in the classes with everyone. Thank you to the whole administrative staff for brightening my day every day when I went into the front office. Thank you, Mr. Chang, for creating a learning environment that was so supportive and encouraging for our last year as high school students. Thank you to all of AAEC's amazing teachers who've prepared us all for the next steps in our lives. Even though I was only a student at AAEC for 2 years, they are years that I will never forget. Thank you, AAEC Paradise Valley.
Thank you to our student speakers. We are so very proud of all of the hard work and accomplishments of every single one of our AAEC graduates. Next, we would like to move to the segment that honors each individual graduate with photos and memories of their time here at AAEC, messages from family members and friends, along with acknowledging their accomplishments over the past 4 years.
2020. Congratulations. It is such a pleasure to have known you guys and to have been your teacher, and I know you guys are going to do great things. You guys are awesome. The class of 2020. Lots and lots of good things are in your future, and you guys are going to make a positive difference in this world. And I'm excited to see that happen. Congratulations, you guys, and we're going to miss you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. It has been my pleasure to watch you mature, grow, and map out your future. Thank you for all the laughs and the conversations we've had, and I wish you nothing but the best. I'm gonna miss you guys. Good luck and congratulations. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is your favorite CCR teacher, Mrs. Isaacs. I'm just sending you guys this video to say congratulations, and I'm so proud of you. This year being your CCR teacher has been so exciting, so much fun, and even though you guys love to fight with me, I had a blast. And something that I just love about your class is that none of you guys are afraid to be yourselves. So when you go off to your big bad career or big bad college or whatever you're doing after graduation, always remember to keep being yourself. Go against the grain and fight for what you believe in, and I know that you guys have no problem doing this. I'm so proud of you guys. You're so much fun, and even though sometimes you give me a hard time on due dates, I loved all the work you guys produced and know you're really going to make a difference in this world. So I love you guys. Keep being crazy, fun, and awesome, and follow me on social media. Love y'all. Bye.
so much to everyone who sent in your photos and memories. It was so nice being able to celebrate those with you tonight.
And congratulations again to the class of 2020. You did it, great job. We want to thank everyone that came out and joined us tonight in our session to support our seniors. Good job to the class of 2020, you did it.
Congrats.